Here's Watson now on second down. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Out of the gun, Watson. His throw incomplete. It was the free safety to Sean Gibson who was able to range over and knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Black 22! Black 22!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Green the line! Green the line!
Watson. And Rudolph has it left side. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
Okay.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Black 22! Black 22!
Here's Watson. Being chased out left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help. And
they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And if you pause out one more time, I'm taking the dub. Just so you know.
See, that's what a bitch says when they know they finna lose.
Come back, come back.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Dancing to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On first down, Watson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and then get on top of you in a heartbeat.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Come back.
Throwing again is Watson. And his throw is incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Back 22. Back 22.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Flushed out right. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Damn, gonna get testers like that, I think. Never mind.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately... would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Green the line! Green the line! Tiger!
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Robert Ayers in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
3rd and long. It's Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
I'll be right back.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't.
I am Cartier, and I've been in the league since it
started.
started.
As many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big.
What?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. J.J. Watt in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And now out comes Houston. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Green the line! Green the line!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he rifles one incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll run with Marshall. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out. From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man right side is Shark. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the interception, here's Watson. And pulled in here by Richard Rodgers. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
You need help.
Yeah, you need to fucking get the fuck off your fucking lazy ass and be a fucking good admin. I see that fucking happen and do it.
Come back, come back.
Back to throw, Watson. And he finds the tight end, Rodgers. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
JB fucking recruiting these inactive ass fucking nincompoops.
Cartier, how many have you gotten?
How many what? Nigga, I don't speak fucking.
Watson gonna give this one to Miller. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Exactly,
I call that
none.
play a success.
Shut
A nice
up.
inside run sets up a very...
What I'm talking about.
You don't recruit anyone. You don't recruit people. So shut up.
I recruit people.
See, I would
No, you
recruit.
don't.
I would recruit people, but there's no point because this league's inactive and they won't even be able to find games.
What?
Yeah.
No, Jay, the only thing about recruiting people is there's no guarantee they're going to be active.
It doesn't matter.
just be
There's no
taking
guarantee
anybody.
it won't be.
You're
got it?
basically have
Cartier,
PlayStation
first off,
AIDS.
you don't recruit anyone, so shut up. First off.
No, Jay, because
Like,
you typically have PlayStation AIDS because you just be picking up on anybody. You just be asking anybody for something. You be like, you want to join my league?
I
Second
did.
down,
I
a very
tried.
solid
But
gain
it
on that play.
doesn't fit because the fucking thing is too long. I tried to fit it on the bottom, it didn't go in. And then it fit through the side, but it was too loose.
Hey, Black 22! Black 22! Come back, come back! Richmond, Richmond!
On second down, here's Watson. And incomplete there.
I'll be back. I'm
Nice
gonna go,
hit. Jars the ball free.
Yo, keep up with
and
me.
brings
He
up third
still never
down.
came back.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a
Yo,
bad
I'm
throw,
blowing
but the
Tuskers
collision
by
came at the
18
exact
points
time
now.
he was reaching to bring in the football.
Yeah.
Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I
He
think you're
tried
right.
so hard
The
to guard
Texans on
Zion.
third
but
down.
Zion
They've hit
just
2 for 4 thus
blasted
far.
everybody.
This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Watson. Dumps it complete to Miller. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage
you were
play
getting
because you get the
blown the
completion,
fuck
and what
out.
you're
You
counting
fucking
on
suck if you
is your
let
back
Churro
to
get
use
on
his
you.
legs and
Churro
his
won.
elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Yo, you have
Blocking
Giannis.
there,
Put
near
Giannis
the
on
strong as it is.
Zion.
It'll go as a 19-yard return. And the
He does not
offense
even
will
have that
take
many
over
people.
with a new set
Literally
of
Bonga
downs.
and Zion. That's the only people that can drive.
Right.
Trying to
have
shake
shit
off
ass
the interception from the last
It's
drive.
okay.
He'll look to throw.
It's okay
He's
to
going to
be
float
fucking-
this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Those passes out that far wide
I would play
always make you
Tusker, but I
hold
don't
your
want you
breath
to
a little
get
bit.
blown
Felt
out
like it was in the
back-to-back.
air for a while.
What it
I don't
does
think
is
it'll hold
allows a
like that.
defender to gain some ground, come from a
Yeah, I know
long
you're not gonna
distance,
take
and have a
fucking
chance to affect the pass.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Blown out and be
Jadavian
running with their-
Clowney there on
their
the
tail
stop.
between their legs.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the
Can't
incompletion on
relate.
first down. Then you're
Yeah,
able to
no,
shut
you
down the
can't
running
really.
play on second.
Yeah, I
Sat
wouldn't
there
be
for
surprised.
5
If
in a row.
a little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected
only
passing
4.
situation.
He wanted to tank.
To throw on third down. Wilson. He may try and run for this. And they get him down.
I know you're
but
not talking.
before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Yeah, you lost by 20. You was gonna lose by 20. I was gonna make sure you lost by 20.
14.
Let's get it. This thing is like
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Looking long for Westbrook.
Kyrie Irving
And that
class.
one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second
10 for
down.
25?
A lot of
Ninja
contact
class.
there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to
He
get a
got-
flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And
got
as an
confidence.
ex-defensive
He got
back,
confidence.
you
Yeah.
love it when they let
Yeah,
you
man,
play
they'll
and
be
jostle
getting that back.
downfield.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Green 80. Check 50, check 50.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Finding his safety valve here, that's complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Well, it's tough to be a back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now Marshall, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Defensive forward.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run
The guy I'm trying to trade away.
That appeared to be a case of see ball, get
This
ball.
idiot said trade forward.
All I have is like Jimmy Butler.
On second down, here's Wilson.
All right.
Pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Whitney Merciless in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
What's up?
From the shotgun, Wilson. Fine time to his left. And he gets it down to the 32. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston.
I'm back. Hey guys, how you doing?
Bro, shut the fuck up, you fucking...
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Let me get her at so I can see if I can get in there.
She's smoking.
And she has a weed hat.
Now Brown, after the made field goal, gets set for the kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
No, I'm about to go eat and get
And he'll wind up about 4
get some
yards shy of where he
His
would
favorite
have
word is
taken
eat.
a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
for school.
And now out
Like get my
comes
toes
Houston.
together.
And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball
He
again.
lost his clothes under the bathroom. And then he air drives it outside.
I'm dead. This girl just tried to blow up on my ass because I said, oh, for real.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Marcel Darius getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4.
Let me see some real quick. She got a big-ass head.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Come back, come back.
Now it's Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete. That one goes for 36 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not
bro, I don't be taking my jump out like that. I be kind of mad.
He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Nah, the
11
left
more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Nigga, the
Oh, she got a gap
On
on here.
first down, it's Watson. Rogers brings it in. And he's
Wait,
going to
Cartier,
get
are you
down
sitting
to the
here?
33-yard
you are.
line here. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride.
Oh, Jay,
and
when
he
we
can
played
pick
with my
up a lot
sergeant,
of
wasn't he
yardage after the catch. But in this
banging
The ball is out. Watson lost it.
on plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for
He
the
was
team that
75
lost
overall
it to
with
get
Bronx,
it back.
nigga.
Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do.
Yo,
on
Mike
offense.
is
They're usually
so
looking in the other
stupid,
direction,
horrible,
downfield, or have moved away from him.
Like,
In this
it's cutting
case,
out,
though,
it's
the
cutting in and
teammate
out,
is able
bro.
to come up with the ball.
The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and
I don't
16.
even know what the fuck she talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Richmond.
Watson looks to throw again.
Yeah.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, and he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Yeah,
Can you stop
crazy.
acting black?
Rich hasn't played me. I'm in the game.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. I think this is a free play for Wilson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
I still put other stuff. I just mainly think I use.
Bro, I can pick up in whenever I want to. I have a glass hand and start.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Bro, your mic is so loud. Hey, bro, you turned on your mic volume?
No, you're not talking about mic volume.
I'll turn mine down.
Damn well you're not talking about mic volume.
Yeah, doing it is funny.
Yeah, go ahead and join.
Wilson. Left side complete.
See, that's something I said.
That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
No, stay in there. I'm about to come back.
Hey, how much y'all need for Rick? Because I'm trying to run Rick. I'm trying to run Rick.
Remaining in this first half. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone.
All right, Rick's not playing. Let me play.
10 at the 15.
Oh my God.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here.
Yo,
as they
Jay.
try to get 3
Yeah.
before half.
You running Rick?
From the left hash, it's a
No, I'm about to go eat.
42-yard
Hold on.
attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive, going to the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
You know that person.
Now Brown, after the made field
She said
goal,
that she
gets
know that
set
person. Who
for
the
the
hell she know?
kickoff. Very short
Another
kick.
row.
This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top, as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
Why would we join you with your
The
shit
Jaguars
ass
in possession of the lead, and
Lighting
they will
up the
get the
party and
football
shit.
as we are underway in the second half.
Niggas lagged that.
This fielded a few yards into the
lagged
end
out the
zone.
party talking about join me like
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay, but in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Yeah, fine. She allowed female, man.
Hell yeah.
Here's Wilson to throw on
Good
third
read.
down. The open man is sharp. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken
Why
down.
don't you join her live?
A big gain of 39
She said she
on
wasn't going to go up.
third.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock the defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
The completion good for
Jurassic
3 and it's
Park
second
like
down.
Are we running wreck? Are we running wreck?
First down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Who am I joining?
And Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Who am I
The
joining?
sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive
Yo,
line
touch me.
flat out cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right?
Like
The last part, we have to find out that's
I'm gonna go eat.
But the first part worked to
She has to
perfection.
be from Acre.
Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first
I'm
down
back,
run,
yo.
and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, I'm about to join.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Oh, I'm about to join this kid live. What's good?
Flag 22.
Again, it's Miller. And it's been
Bro,
like
Patrick
this all
Beverly
night
went
long.
into the-
Nowhere to run as they stop it
Bro,
behind
Patrick
the line.
Beverly
It'll
told
go as a loss of a
Mavericks
yard, and it'll
fans.
set up 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic.
Bro,
But that
trust
also
us, if you
doesn't
don't
mean you
shut
just do
up,
it the
like, I'm
same way
doing
you've
it.
been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And Rudolph has it left side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
She do sound like 85% of the niggas that live in Acres home. She has to be from Acres home. Yeah, I don't know. She not cute at all.
Here's Watson.
Ew,
now
why
on
her
2nd
face so
down.
flat?
Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And they'll get
Alright,
this
I'm
well
looking for it.
past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37
Yeah, she sound
on
like she from
1st and
Louisiana.
10.
Gotta go.
Bro, Dark, you won't join her live?
Watson on first down. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Okay, Reach, calm down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Miller. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Yeah. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Miles Jack in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And it's complete. They're going to get the first.
Bro, that's so 2K16. I have to
Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not
I think I had him on my
conversion,
point guard in
big
2K18.
as well.
I was like, yeah, man.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
You gotta adjust the name. Oh man,
out of the gun, Watson forced out to his left, and this is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Yeah, he's going to be
Nothing on
around
first
91.
down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Down! Black 22! Black 22!
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
I don't know, maybe I'm tripping.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Watson now to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now, 16-10. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one.
That's
why you hear that clapping on the
Dimer on me,
sidelines,
my
right?
guy.
Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back
trying to
in.
rebuild, I got
Time
it.
left to go and get that victory.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It says right here,
here's 1st and 10.
No, bro. He admitted, bro. He said that he apologized afterwards. That don't change.
And here's Marshall. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's
I mean, what you mean there goes his career? He's the biggest soccer star in the
rolling on the
world.
ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third
for
quarter.
life, dude.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to
even-
abandon the running
He already
game. I
got
would
his
say
Nike
keep
deal
feeding
cut
the
off,
horse,
or whatever.
and I believe
He
he'll
had,
eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the
Dude,
game.
Now Wilson. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
in the world.
Oh, okay, but he
Oh
still
man,
got
that was close.
Okay,
The
but he still have.
opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Back now in Houston. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4.
Record's so bad.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 20.
Oh, how long have you been on?
51 yards on the punt there. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
I'm used to playing
And now
defense
out
by pressing
comes
stick
Houston.
down.
And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Tusk got blown out by Churro. That's sad.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Hold up, let's push.
Now Watson underneath for Miller. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Yes, you fucking idiot.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
These niggas said the Lakers and they said hold on.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
I want to go to game cut.
This is Marshall.
Yeah, I'm on
And he will lose yardage and be back to the 24. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now Wilson. Sharks got it, left side. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you?
Oh, you have to
You're
get 10
charge.
games in every 3 days.
They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll give it to him, line up the gun. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Keith Marshall, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. Throwing is Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Damn, dog,
Yep.
she's twerking on the camera.
Just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To throw is Watson. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that part. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules, about declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It's a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. It's Scarborough again. And they'll get this down to the 10. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And they take a knee. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. It's a 7th loss of the year, so that means they will not reach their goal that they stated before the season began of being a 10-win team.
And now things get a little bit bumpy. Something might be a little bit off with this team because they expected to get to 10, which is kind of the threshold for all teams that hope to make the playoffs. Now, in order to get there, they're going to need plenty of help. But maybe the team chemistry might be off a little bit.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on.
We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. The champs is in. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. The champs is in. Yeah. Wake up, the cake up, raise up, or make up.
Oh, good move.